We've got one wine left here on CentralCoastLive.com on Vintner's Vision, and one more pairing, so let's get to that. You've made a couple of comments about saving a few comments for this one. If you're going to gush on a wine, I have a feeling you're going to gush on this one. So this is Nebbiolo based, but it's a blend. Tell us about it.
So we do 3 blends at August Ridge. We do a red table wine, which we call Rocco's Red, which is over there, and there's a picture of Jill's great-grandfather on it.
Oh, great.
Rocco
We do a Super Tuscan, which is Sangiovese based. Those are big, bold wines. And we do this one. We call it Ingenious. It's based in Nebbiolo. It's 72% Nebbiolo, 19% Merlot, and 9% Cab. Oh, wow. 3 years in the barrel, bottled a couple years ago. You wouldn't normally do this with Nebbiolo.
I was going to say, it's rare to have a big blend with Nebbiolo. I haven't seen that a lot.
There's a couple Italian wineries that try it. It tends to sort of fall flat because the Italian Nebbiolos don't have the richness of body to carry through. The way it grows in California, if you choose to grow it that way, you can make it a very rich, full-bodied wine that stands up to the Bordeaux varietals that you're putting into it. Now, the Cab and Merlot that we grow are Italian clones. They've grown Cab Sauv and Merlot in Italy for hundreds and hundreds of years. They just don't talk about it. Yeah. And the way the Nebbiolo grows out in Creston, it comes out very full flavored, very full bodied. And so what you get on this is you get the Nebbiolo floral, the Nebbiolo spicy woods, the white and black pepper, but you get a little more fruit. The Merlot brings a little more fruit to the party. The Cab really brings up the mid-palate, body feeling, and then the finish, just like in the Nebbiolo, it goes on forever.
It does.
It's bigger.
These two at the end, the finishes have been twice as long as everything else. And this one, as compared to the Nebbiolo single varietal, those extra varietals sort of cut that acid a little bit. It adds a smoothness to that finish that the one by itself doesn't have. That is fantastic.
It's fantastic. To me, I find it a very interesting wine. So we have these wines, we've talked about them all with food, and there's some that you're going to just sit and have a glass by themselves. The Nebbiolo, to me, is what you have a glass by itself before dinner. And then our Super Tuscan Jovial is the one you have a glass by itself after dinner. And either one of them can carry you through dinner, depending on what you're cooking. I mean, so this, once again, it's going to be pork. It's going to be grilled meats that are relatively simply done. The Jovial would be more complex, heavier, bigger dishes. Right.
So. And I made this joke before the show, and I could probably get skewered for it, but this is the best use of Cab, in my opinion, period, is to put it in with a Sangiovese or to make these Super Tuscan Italian varietals. Because, like you said, it adds to the mid-palate, but it doesn't, for me, a Cab just overwhelms a lot of times.
I actually agree with you. Yeah. It's very difficult to make a Cab that is not too much of itself if you're doing it as a single variety.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's very specific in how you have to grow it, and then it's very specific in how you have to make the wine. And if you miss that, it falls off real fast. I think it is a great wine to blend with other wines that maybe need a little help in the body and the size.
Yeah. Yeah, which are their strong, which is the Cab strong wine. Absolutely.
Nice.
And our Panini this time around, Cubano, talking about the Mediterranean travels and whatnot. Tell us about this Panini here, the Cubano.
The Cubano, well, the pork, the carnitas, is just very simply cooked and brings out its natural flavors. And then with the garlic mayonnaise, light on the jalapenos and the Gruyere cheese, I think just kind of blends well together. And fresh cilantro.
And what is it about the way Cubans do this with pork? I mean, it's a traditional style, but it's so unique to that area.
Well, can't say why, but
yeah, you can say why. This is not Ozzie Guillen show, so
okay. Well,
we can say what we want about Cuba. It's fine. We're all adults.
When I was in Cuba, I went to a friend's home. And they were actually making this is an American version of the Cubano, but the true Cubano, a pork sandwich, and it's slow cooked. And it's usually a tougher cut of pork, and they just slow cook it. And they use whatever flavors and whatever citrus that they can get to tenderize it. And it's that simple.
And that's due to.
And it's also made with love.
It's made with love,
Yeah.
but it's sort of the common guy's food. It's
It is.
it's what people can afford there. It's what's distributed there, you
Yes.
know. So they're making the most of what they got
What
to
they
work
have,
with.
yeah, most definitely.
I tell you, they just do amazing. The style of it is amazing.
I think this was as amazing as you would have found in Cuba, though.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
Very good.
That's perfect.
Very good.
Good, thank you.
Absolutely. It really goes well with this, and just really pops.
Yeah, the Cubano is definitely one of the popular paninis at Granada Bistro. Everyone comes in there and they just hear about the Cubano and they all want to try it. It's a gem.
I think it's an underrepresented type of food in our culture.
It is.
Cuban food in general.
Oh, yeah.
True Cuban food, yeah.
You really?
You know, this you have to, you tone it down just a little, but true Cuban food, yeah.
Yeah, it really is underrepresented.
It is.
Well, we're going to wrap things up here at Vintner's Vision and come to a close and give you guys a few moments to talk a little bit about the place again. And this ties in perfectly with what we're talking about. At Granada Bistro, the slogan that we use on the radio is "Explore the world one taste at a time,"
Exactly.
which fits into what we've done here, which is
Yeah.
all of these different influences around the world. Tell us again what we've got coming up. The other thing I wanted to ask about too is the vibe of the place. You guys are very much into, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not cool enough to understand. I'm a DJ, but not like a
Just
cool.
come DJ for us.
Yeah, but you know, it's not the same. It's not the same. I know, but it's this trippy dub sort of like low beat kind of.
It goes kind of lo-fi. You know, it
Low,
depends on the
I don't understand that kind of stuff.
lo-fi.
Well, it's not the kind of DJ I am,
Oh,
but,
okay.
but that doesn't mean it's bad. I mean, it's
Well,
cool. I'm not cool
We play
enough.
to the crowd and just kind of, you know, feel how people are that are coming in. And if it's a good upbeat night, you know, we break it up a little. And if not, then we just kind of drop it down a little.
Right.
You know, just feel it out.
It's very hip and very trendy, but it's not like
But
techno
But
dance music. But
it's not hip and trendy in a way that it's not personable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And don't be
Because-
intimidated.
yeah,
Please come in.
no.
Very personable.
We,
Yeah.
you know, the
Exactly.
majority of the people who come in there, you know, we become friends with them, and then that's why they come in because,
Yeah.
you know, everyone gets along, and it's just a down-to-earth place where you can eat amazing food and drink great wine
And
just
have
enjoy
really
it.
great conversations.
Yeah.
I've met so many great people there.
Exactly.
But yeah, just great conversations.
that's what the small environment lends
Yes.
itself
Yeah.
to.
Yes.
It's intimate
Yeah.
for a reason. You
Yeah.
know, everyone is just mingling.
So right off of Morrill Street and Marsh.
Exactly.
And if you know where the Barnes and Noble is, it's on the corner
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
It's sort of catty cornered off of that.
Right across the
section.
street from the B of A teller.
Exactly.
Yes, exactly.
And-
Yeah.
and
The
like-
ATM, everybody knows where that is.
Exactly. So if you need money,
Yeah.
but like I said, you can give it to us.
Exactly. Yep.
But we are opening up the little ice cream truck too, so you can look for us there. We'll be cruising around. If you hear a loud siren, see some gypsies in a caravan, that'll
Yeah.
probably be us.
That'll be fun. That'll be fun.
And we'll have breakfast, lunch, kind of dinner foods in it, and we'll be at Farmers, and eventually we'll be hitting the road. So
Excellent. Excellent.
look for us.
Well, you're going to have to hit the road up to August Ridge.
We will.
Yes.
Yeah,
Most
invite
Great
us.
to have you
Please.
guys up to.
Oh, yeah.
See,
Yeah.
right
One
now,
of our
Kimberly
events,
and I can't leave the bistro, but pretty soon the bistro is going to be on wheels. So if you
So
invite
we
us,
can leave.
we will be there. Exactly.
There you
Bistro
go.
travels.
Yeah.
And then wrapping things up, August Ridge, Creston, east side of the county, San Luis Obispo County. Are you guys open every day, certain days? When can we come see you guys?
You can come see us on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're open from noon to 5 on Friday, 11 to 5 on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
We'll typically open up for appointments on Thursdays as well. It's a little harder Monday, Tuesday kind of thing. We have, the same thing everybody has. We have, tasting room. We have the wine clubs and so forth and so on. But one of the things that we do that I think is an underused but really interesting thing, and the people love it, is wine club members. You can bring a group up once a year, and we'll make an appointment, and we'll spend 3 hours doing barrel sampling
Awesome.
and antipasti with you, and so forth and so on. So, come on out.
Yeah.
You're always welcome, even
Yeah.
though you're going to bring more pepper than the wine.
You could never have too much pepper. Never.
Never have too much pepper.
Never.
And we're going to have to talk about the ice cream truck.
Yeah,
I think
definitely
that'd
the
be
ice
a
cream truck,
great
yeah.
adder
Oh, yeah.
for
Definitely.
our stuff, because your
Yeah.
food is great. It's
Thank you.
absolutely wonderful.
And I love your wines. Oh man, please, can I please?
Yes.
I love
Sure.
So
They're amazing.
GranadaBistro.com online,
Yes.
GranadaBistro.com,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
then you guys
AugustRidge.com.
AugustRidge.com.
Exactly.
Awesome. And you've been watching CentralCoastLive.com. I'm Pepper Daniels, your host. You can check out my radio station. You can listen anywhere in the country, and wish you were here with us in wine country at crush925.com. Thanks for watching, and until next time, salute.
Salute. Cheers.